I'm joined by another queen of the fire, Nisha Parmar. Nisha, so good to see you.
Thank you so much.
I love your vibe, your glasses. You are cool. I love your branded merch. I'm big on that. How are you today?
Oh gosh, I mean, it's been a hot one,
Yeah.
but I mean, it's been beautiful. What a lovely kitchen. I mean, it's one of the best places to
Well, let's talk about that. The big green egg out in the wild.
Yeah.
How does that feel as a chef?
Yeah, I think it's just so nice to be in a place where nature intended you to eat. You know, you're surrounded by things that are growing in the wild, and like to be just taking inspiration from your surroundings. Yeah, food eaten outdoors, doesn't it taste so much better?
It's the best. It's what we yearn for,
yeah.
especially as Brits. You get a small window to do this.
Exactly.
So get outside and
That's it.
fire up the barbie. We're surrounded by vegetation,
Yes.
as you said, and
Yes.
you are doing quite a vegetarian influence, and your course today is what's the youth starter?
Yes, so I'm doing the starter.
Yes.
I'm doing the aubergine. It's tamarind-glazed, and yeah, it's just, I think aubergines and vegetables in general are not cooked enough on the barbecue. I think we're getting better at it now, but
You kind of think of the kebab, the veggie kebab, as that's it.
and I will stay away from that. I will do cauliflower and cabbage and asparagus and broccoli. I think things like butternut squash. It's so nice to have it charred, and mushrooms on the barbecue.
How do we not
possibilities
fall in a real practical
Yeah.
sense? Delicate veg, sometimes you feel like you'll just blast it and burn it, and it'll be so
fish
quick.
slice. So I
Fish
use a
slice.
fish
Oh,
slice quite a
yes.
lot. So yeah, sandwich it, and then you can
Yes.
go like that.
Great advice.
But also skewering will work.
Yeah.
For peppers and courgettes and things like that. But yeah, I really think that vegetables done on the barbecue just enhance their flavour, and they just look so beautiful. The colours,
You're right.
to go against your meat. But yeah.
You mentioned meat, and I feel like barbecues traditionally,
Yeah.
unfortunately, it's a very masculine style of cooking.
Yeah.
The man does the
Yeah.
burger. We
Yeah.
do the salad. How are we mixing that up? How do you want to change that and challenge that?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, again, just with the vegetables and cooking more fish and cooking more things like cheeses and things on the barbecue. Like, I do a lot of paneer, I do a lot of halloumi.
yum. Yeah,
Cheeses
yeah.
is a forgotten area that barbecues really well. But, things like our flavours. Whenever my husband's doing a barbecue, I will be the one marinating it. So actually, the flavour is me.
Thank you.
And they are just cooking it.
He will watch this, Mike, and you're very good. But the chicken flavour comes from me.
Yes, exactly. The flavour, the essence is within us. But I think that's how we're changing it. We're showing how we can do different things on the barbecue, and also I think there's a delicate touch to it. So for me, yeah, I'm changing it by just doing more of a veggie fish option.
And I cannot wait to sample those
Aw.
juicy little aubergines
Thank
later
you.
tonight.
Yes.
Growing up, did you have any female chef kind of mentors, heroes, anyone you looked up to, or
Yeah.
is that something you'd like to represent for the younger generation?
You mean in my family or just in general?
Generally, like famous, not famous?
Yeah.
What was it for you?
So, okay, first of all, it was my auntie, and she was the first to be a chef, and she was actually working for British Airways.
Oh, right.
So she was doing food for, aeroplanes, and they'd never had curry before. So she was introducing Indian
Wow, I feel like
food.
I often have a curry on a plane
and now it's because of that. So she
Wow.
really introduced curry to, as
That's
a
a
side meal.
mind-blown moment.
But what she found interesting, what I found interesting, is because she was working with so many different flights going from everywhere, she got this global exposure. She'd come back, and I'd always be like, I want to go to my Mati's house, my auntie, because she would cook things around the world that I'd never had before. So I got a lot of inspiration from her. And also, I think, since being a chef, just other female chefs, people like Asma Khan, who's really celebrating having an all-female kitchen.
Yes.
And, just cooking food that our mothers have taught us, and, sharing it with everyone. And I think storytelling is very important as well. So I think those chefs that have a story behind it really connects with me. So yeah, I'd say, family and...
Great heroes. I love that. I guess the kitchen, from my observation as not a chef, it can be a very masculine place again, can be quite a hot pressure cooker.
Yeah.
How do you manage that?
Well, I think women in general are able to manage stress and multitasking better as a man. I mean, we go through child, we go through pregnancy and having, to juggle work and the children. Not to say men don't, but I think we still bear the brunt of it. So juggling that and the multitasking, I feel we are, just a bit better equipped for the pressure. I've had a corporate career before.
Oh, really?
And the pressure in the banking world, it was very male dominated, but I feel like I was able to deal with that pressure, which I've now taken with me into the kitchen. And sometimes I think that men are a little bit intimidated by us, because I think we are almost like a superpower, because we can kind of do it all, and we show that we can do it all, which is sometimes to our detriment.
Yes.
Because we're like, we can manage it all. We can be a mum, we can have a family life, we can have a career. We kind of juggle it all effortlessly.
But do we suffer ourselves?
We do. I think we do take on a lot. But I think men, when I've been in a male kitchen, although they're amazing at their craft, sometimes the way women can multitask and just be able to have that moment of, I think we're better at that. So I think actually they're intimidated by us.
You seem to me like you're a high achiever. I mean, you've come from banking, you're now a chef,
Yeah.
What about that element of cooking, as a perfectionist, I am, if it goes wrong, I assume on a grill, there's a lot of trial and error to see what works. How do you get over a dud, as it were?
That does really hurt my feelings. And I think because I can get quite emotional over that, because it's such a personal representation of me on a plate. And I keep telling myself, look, you think it's not perfect, but no one else will really know. They will still enjoy it. And I think I try and get over that hurdle. And there's always ways to savor things. If things do get a bit too charred, there are ways to, mimic the flavour or, scrape it off.
Yeah, beautiful. In the sink. No one needs to know.
Yeah.
Here's a question for you. What is the most important element of hosting and entertaining and cooking for you, as personally?
Yeah, for me, I think it really is a relaxed host. If you are able to host in a way where you are relaxed, your guests feel relaxed and they can feel it. One of the comments I get a lot from my clients is how calm my kitchen is. So that's what I do for a living. I host dinner parties and they're like, gosh, you guys are so calm. You're really enjoying it. Because they can see that we're enjoying what we're doing and serving them. They automatically...
It infuses it into
They absorb our energy of having... And it does. The food, if you're cooking angry, there's somehow your food doesn't.
Absolutely.
I think your energy of what you put into the food and the environment is the most important thing.
There's a very famous book on that. Como agua para chocolate.
Oh.
All her emotions go into the food, and then the people eat it and experience
they
what.
Feel it.
They cry when she was sad.
Yeah.
You know what? We'll let the big green egg take all the pressure, all the heat, and we can just enjoy.
Exactly. Well, it is really good at doing that.
Yeah.
You can kind of shut it and know it's going to
do its thing.
Do its thing. Yeah. Just
Love
put
it.
a little timer on my phone.
What a great kitchen companion. All right. Well, thank you, Nisha. Good luck, and we can't wait to taste your food.
Thank you so much. Thank you. All right.